the different cultures in Spain is more representative in the south rather than in the north. Also because we were under the Arabic dominance for more than 700 years, this made us have a lot of beautiful monuments and a lot of beautiful things in the infrastructure in the south of Spain. So basically I'm from Andalusia. This is the reason because I can speak more about Andalusia, about my region. Concretely, I am from Granada, and there you can find one of the most beautiful monuments that we have in Spain, the Alhambra. Many of the people, many people always think that the Alhambra is in Sevilla or in another city, just because Granada is not that well known. But yes. So also, what more can I say? You have already tried the tortilla de patatas. This is one of the most representative dishes of our gastronomy. It's very easy to do. It's just potatoes, eggs, and onion, and a bit of love and salt. Also, we have all the typical dishes like paella, that is mostly from Valencia. And here you are going to try later the sangria. Sangria is also well known as tinto de verano. It's basically a mix between wine. Please, France, don't kill me. It's a mix between wine and soda. And you also put a bit of sugar and some fruits inside. Personally, I also like to add some more stronger alcohol. In this case, a bit of vodka. So yes. So I don't know if you have any question about Spain, or if not, we can continue with Romania. I'm going to start with the. Now I'm going to translate into Spanish. So, básicamente, bienvenidos todos a la noche de España y de Rumanía. No he preparado muy bien la presentación, así que exactamente no sé qué deciros. Pero al igual que ayer Francia nos contaba, España es un país muy multicultural que ha sufrido muchísimas, bueno, que ha sufrido o que se ha beneficiado de muchísimos choques de culturas durante muchos años. Por ejemplo, yo soy de Andalucía, de Granada, y en el sur de España estuvimos bajo el poder de los árabes por más de 700 años, lo que nos ha dado la oportunidad de tener muchísimas infraestructuras y además costumbres más semejantes a la cultura árabe, además maravillosas. Tenemos entre ellos uno de los monumentos más bonitos del mundo, que es la Alhambra. Está en Granada. Mucha gente piensa que la Alhambra está en otras ciudades como Sevilla o Madrid, solamente porque Granada no es muy conocida, pero sí. Esta tarde habéis podido probar la tortilla de patatas, que es una receta muy sencilla, solamente es patata, cebolla, huevo. Y ahora vais a poder probar, si queréis, la sangría, que es una de las bebidas más típicas de España, que es simplemente una mezcla de vino con soda y con diferentes frutas y un poco de azúcar. Y bueno, no sé si tenéis algún tipo de duda, si no podemos pasar directamente con la presentación de Rumanía.
I was just going to say one thing about Spain. I've been living here for 1 year and a half, and since the moment that I came here, I felt very welcomed. I did not have any problems integrating in the social life, and including also the food, the way that they live the life. I did not feel a lot of differences, and I felt very welcomed, and it was very easy for me to get integrated in the life. So maybe that's one of the best parts of Spain that you can find. It's really easy to integrate, and I did not feel as a stranger.
Él ha estado viviendo, bueno, ¿quieres decir tú mismo?
Pues lo que estaba diciendo es que no me sentí como un extranjero aquí en España, que estoy viviendo por 1 año y medio, y desde el momento que estoy aquí no me sentí que soy de un país diferente. Me integré muy rápido, y con la comida y la manera que viven estoy muy contento, y no hay muchas diferencias para mí. Así que puede ser que eso es una de las cualidades que España tiene también. Muchas gracias.
Era el turno de España, que han presentado muy bien Patricia y Mustafa. Ahora toca Rumania. La Rumania. Le pays de Hadji.
are the Romanian team.
Voy a saltar el nombre de todo el mundo.
Today we will be trying to present you some parts of Romanian culture, music, food, and tradition. So enjoy.
Okay, so I would like to talk first about Romanian buildings. Firstly, this is how do I say it? This is our first type of Romanian building. Like from the beginning, it was the way peasants lived because they are very very poor and they did their houses with grass. They did their buildings from grass and from dirt, let's say, yeah. And they lived in this kind of houses. They're very very tiny, and they were sometimes deep in the ground. So now I'm going to show you this little house.
Está diciendo que bueno, bienvenidos a la presentación de Rumanía. Vamos a hablar de la cultura, de las tradiciones y también de la comida de Rumanía. Quieren empezar presentándonos los edificios de Rumanía. Esa es la primera tipo de casas que tuvieron. Las personas eran bastante pobres, así que construían sus casas con paja y con barro.
Okay. And this is traditional Romanian pottery. There are many kinds of Romanian pottery. This one especially is from Horezu. It's a region somewhere, let's say, in the south of Romania, and they have many types of painting the pottery. They do this kind of plates and many other things like these ones, the little ones. I mean, you can find many shapes and many sizes of the Romanian pottery, but most importantly, I'm gonna show you this. But most importantly, if you can see it, it's
Si c'est la maison,
somehow
les
a
maisons
line
que les Romains
that
faisaient
goes
avant
around the pottery,
et qui me
because
rappellent les
it
villages africains
represents
aussi.
continuity of the people who live in the
La
country,
puerta,
and it's
quiero
actually
entrar.
connected to our most famous sculpture. If you ever heard of Grâncuș, and he sculpted the infinity column, and it represents the infinity and the continuity and the eternity of the Romanian people. Okay. This one.
Estas cosas que nos acaban de enseñar es la porcelana típica de Rumanía. La porcelana típica de Rumanía está más presente en el sur, la puedes encontrar de muchísimas formas, de muchísimos tamaños. Además, los platos suelen tener diferentes dibujos y en la que nos han enseñado las pequeñas vasijas tienen una línea continua que significa la unión del pueblo rumano. Esto está hecho por un diseñador, un constructor rumano que ha dicho el nombre y no me acuerdo. The name of the guy that the designer was? Grâncuș. Ok, so el nombre del hombre es Grâncuș y significa la unión. Además, esta persona también fue el constructor de las columnas infinitas.
And another important figure in Romanian, another important Romanian artist is our most famous painter, Grigorescu, who was very passionate about the country life, and he would go in the villages and talk to the people and paint the traditional life. He is famous for his ox carts. Yeah. And now I'm going to show you something. This is more personal, let's say, because everything you see here, these napkins, are made by my great grandmother. She sewed them manually because it was actually a traditional thing, because women in that period of time didn't go to work, so they had different types of activities during the day, and one of the main activities for the women was to sew and to do this kind of napkins and blouses, traditional blouses. Yeah.
But it was during the COVID.
What?
this was during the COVID, or this was during a period that they were not going to work?
No,
like many
this is
years
like
ago.
80 years ago. Yeah.
Ah, ok, ok.
Somehow 80 years ago.
Ahora estaba hablando de que también tienen a un pintor que es muy importante, que es Grigorescu. What is the name of the painter?
Nicolai Grigorescu.
Nicolai Grigorescu.
Yes.
Ok, so tienen un pintor muy importante que es Nicolai Grigorescu. Y nos estaba también contando que esto lo ha hecho su tatarabuela, como hace unos 80 años. Y es curioso, en el tiempo en el que las mujeres se quedaban en casa y no tenían ninguna otra labor más pues, que coser y creaban jerseys, creaban diferentes tipos de servilletas. Estas son unas servilletas que ya
Okay, and this little bag belonged to my great grandmother. Yeah. It was from her. Yeah, well, actually, it was a tradition in my great grandmother's village. So she had this little bag, and they would go to a ball. They call it a ball with their parents, of course. And when she was 16, she had to fill this little bag with an object from another boy there from the ball. And if the boy chooses her, she's choosing to dance with her, so they will dance the whole night, and then they will get married. So yeah, that's the thing.
Ok, esa bolsa es la bolsa de su tatarabuela, y esta bolsa la llevaban durante los bailes de los pueblos. Ella llevaba la bolsa y tenía que llenarla con alguna cosa de un pretendiente de un hombre que quisiera bailar con ella. Si el muchacho ponía las cosas dentro de la bolsa, significaba que iban a bailar durante toda la noche y lo más probable es que se terminaran casando.
And these ones are also like without chains, without replaced anytime?
No, it wasn't replaced.
This one, it was not replaced.
No, it was not replaced. This is. Yes.
Oh,
Like very
This is like, let's say,
Mm.
100 and something years ago.
I can imagine. That's why I'm so wondered. Like, what kind of hilo did they use?
I don't know. I don't know actually.
That's super good. Good try.
But we are trying to preserve them. I mean, I had a lot of things from my great grandmothers and great grandfathers at home.
Yeah, but still, I mean, if you buy something now with this kind of design, maybe after some 2 years of use, it
Yeah,
will be like.
I think the materials nowadays are more, let's say, superficial. I don't know.
Capitalist.
Yeah, they just.
Like, this doesn't look like one more than 100 years ago. Like, it's so nice.
Okay, and now I'm going to read to you. It's super short. It's a poem from one of the most famous poets, Romanian poets. So the most famous is actually Eminescu. He was a romantic poet, but I prefer Nicuța Stănescu. He was a postmodern poet, so he lived like 30 years ago. I'm gonna read it in Romanian and then I'm gonna read it in
Pretty
English.
Santa.
So, dacă te-aș prinde într-o zi și ți-aș săruta tapa piciorului, nu e așa că ai șchiopăta puțin după aceea? De teamă să nu strivești săruturi. Okay, now the English version. Tell me, if I caught you one day and kissed the sole of your foot, wouldn't you limp a little then, afraid to crush my kiss? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it, that's my part. And the boys are gonna present the most
Tasty
part. The tasting part, yeah.
So, Romanians really love food, every type of it, and we have several traditional foods. We couldn't bring more sophisticated one because we came by plane, and we couldn't
Yeah, we couldn't make
cook
it.
here because we don't have the skills. And ingredients, maybe you have the skills.
I have the skill, but not the ingredients.
So today you are going to try some traditional sausage from my city, from the place I spend my childhood. They are made of goat. They are a little bit spicy. The red one is spicier, and at the same time, Romanians love foods like mamaliga, also known as polenta. It's a yellow food made of corn. Have you ever tried?
Yes, and it's amazing. Also, we eat this thing in Spain,
Okay,
but many years ago.
we have sarmale too. Do you know what sarmale is?
Sí.
It's meat rolled in leaves or cabbage.
Sí. Bueno, I'm going to translate fast. Ellos han venido desde Rumanía en avión y por eso no han podido traer cosas muy sofisticadas de comida, pero nos estaban contando que los rumanos les encanta comer y muchísimos tipos de comida. Aquí lo que nos han podido traer, por ejemplo, es unas salchichas que son de cabra y además también son unas salchichas picantes. Y nos estaba diciendo también que a pesar no han podido encontrar todos los ingredientes que querían, por eso no han podido hacer ningún plato típico, pero también quieren hablarnos de una cosa que es muy típica de ellos, que es la polenta. Está hecha, es una especie de... son como unas especies de bolitas de maíz y ellos la cocinan y la consumen muy a menudo.
Okay.
Salchicha de cabra.
We also have varza la Cluj. It's translation cabbage a la Cluj.
Yeah, cabbage from Cluj.
it's
Because
cabbage
it's
with
the
pork.
second biggest city in
It's
Romania.
very tasteful.
Yeah.
And
And we have this tradition on Christmas Day. That
Before
Christmas Day, we actually kill the pigs and take their skin and we fry the skin and we eat the skin.
you eat them
Yeah.
raw with salt.
Sí.
Very tasteful.
In
Yeah.
Spain too.
The tradition
Okay, yeah.
to gather around the pig and drink palinka or tsuika or horinka. There are different names for the same thing.
It
depends on the region.
Yeah.
All of these are made of plants, mostly. And we bring palinka and tsuika to the tsuika. The left one is made by me, with the plants from my garden, and palinka from Raresh. I don't know the history of it. It's made of pears from his garden.
Okay,
So,
so
do you want to taste some sausage and some
sí,
palinka?
we
Perfect.
will.